Hi guys, today I am going to show you how to create and use pivot tables in Microsoft Excel. The pivot table is one of Microsoft Excel's most powerful and intimidating functionality. Powerful because it can help you to do some pretty amazing analysis, and intimidating because traditionally pivot tables always had the reputation of being complicated. But the good news is learning how to create and use pivot tables in Excel is much easier than you might have been led to believe. Before we dive into creating the pivot tables, I want to orient you the data I have in the spreadsheet. Let me bring up the Excel sheet which I will use. I am using Excel 2019 professional version, but if you have any other version, web version or lower version, you can still follow along the instructions I will give you here. The Excel sheet contains some employee data. This is fictitious data for any company. The data has got employee ID in the first column, employee name in the second column, then the gender, department these employees work in, and their job title. We have got a basic salary for each employee, and some of the employees, as you can see, do get the car allowance, so that is listed in column G, and some of the employees do get bonus as well. Some of the employees don't get the car allowance, but they do get the bonus, so as you can see from the sheet. So there are 50 employees in this company. So let me show you how you can start with creating a pivot table. What you need to do is click on the insert option on the menu bar and click on the pivot table. As you can see, Excel does a pretty good job at selecting the data. It automatically knows, okay, these are the rows and these are the columns. So I'm just gonna leave everything by default, and it's basically the selected data range. It automatically selects the range and it will create a new worksheet, and I'm gonna just click OK here. Okay, here is the pivot table. It looks somewhat intimidating at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is pretty simple. So let us quickly walk through the items we have on the screen. So as you can see on the right hand side, it has automatically picked up the fields which were in our Excel sheet, employee data. So here employee ID, employee name, gender and all. So these same fields are here. Filters are if you want your data to be filtered by any of these fields, so you drag these fields in here. So rows are the records going down the sheet, columns are records going across the sheet, and then you have values associated with that data. Things on the left hand side is your pivot table that we will construct, and I will show you how to do it. So let us use a real life example and then you can see how these work. So as director of the company for which I have got this employee data, I want to know how many employees do the company has by department and by gender. So that's the kind of analysis we want to do. What you need to do is you just click on the department field, drag it to the rows. So as you can see, it automatically picked up the various departments from the list. So now if I drag across the job title as well, so as you can see, it automatically picks up the job titles as well in each department. And let me put one field in the columns, which is the gender. So as you can see, the column values are female, male, and then obviously it inserted automatically the grand total. So what we will do is I will just drag the employee name into the values field, and you can see under finance department with the accountant job title we have got one male employee, there is no female employee there. As an accounts officer we have got one female employee and two male employees, and we have got one manager which is one male employee, and there are total 5 in finance department. Similarly for other departments and the job titles. So if we scroll down, so you can see the grand total is 50, which is our total number of employees. So it is very quick way to visualize my data without going through the spreadsheet. So I could have done the same thing by going through this sheet, but pivot table has given me an easy way to visualize the data. So by any chance, if you miss the table here, you can click anywhere in this and you can see the table again. There are a couple of things here. If you click on here on the first column, there is expand and collapse. So if you click on the collapse button, so you can collapse all the groups automatically, or you can expand them. So as you can see, it will give you summary level total here. In finance, you have got one female, four male. In operations, you have got four females, 11 males. As you, again, the total is again matching 50. Okay, at the next level of analysis, what I would want to know is how much salary I am paying in each department. So what I would do is, let me quickly, by the way, if you want to remove any of the fields from the report, just click on it and drag it back to the list, so it will remove it. So same with the employee count I'm going to do. Okay, so as I said that we want to know how much salary we are paying in each department. So what we need to do is we need to drag the basic salary column here, car allowance, and bonus. So this gives us three different columns. So as you can see the totals here. But what we are interested is in the total salary. So what you will do is go to field items and sets and click on calculated field. Just give any name to this field. I'm gonna say total salary, and then you select the fields which you want to calculate. Click on basic salary, click insert, click plus, car allowance, insert field, click plus sign, click on the bonus field, insert field, and click OK. As you can see, it automatically added the field in the field list, and it automatically added the field into the report. So as you can see, it has given us total of salaries which is being paid in each department and by each role. So again, you can collapse all the fields, and here you can see how much salary you are paying in each department. Again, if I want to know as part of my analysis which department I am paying the highest salary, what I would do is right click anywhere in the data of that particular column, select sort, and select sort largest to smallest. So as you can see, the data is reorganized and giving me the highest salary which is being paid in operations department, and the lesser salary is being paid in purchase department. So it gives me a kind of view of which department I'm paying maximum salaries as a total. Once again, pivot tables make analysis super easy, as you have seen. Now, if you want to know as part of your analysis what is the average salary of each department, so what I would do is, let me quickly expand this one, and we can again remove all these columns. What we are going to do is, let's pick one field, gender, and if we pick this time employee ID, obviously employee ID is numeric value, it has taken the sum of employees. So what we are going to do is click on it and go to value field settings, just pick the count. So it will give you count, and in here, if we just remove this, just keep the total count. Now we want to know the average basic salary in each department. So what we're gonna do is drag this column here, so it automatically does the sum of the basic salary. But what we want is average. So what we need to do is just right click anywhere in the value, go to the value field settings and select average. So now it gives us average salary in each job title. So accounts officer get an average salary of 5,100. So all the 5 employees in the finance department get an average salary of 5,250. So if one good thing is, like, if I double click on any of these values, you can see the underlying data. And if you just select this basic salary, and you can see the average is 5250. So this is what is being given by this particular value. So as you see, the pivot tables really simplifies the analysis if you know what kind of questions you are asking, and it can give you very good answers very quickly. And obviously, like, it has got a lot of decimal places. What you can do is you can select all the values, right click and say format cells and number, and you can pick 2 decimal places and click OK. So it will give you a nice kind of table. Let me just quickly go back and collapse all. So for the next part of my analysis, I want to see what percentage is the total salary of the grand total amount. So that's the average basic salary. So we need to remove first of all this one and need to add the total salary. So now what we need to do is right click on it and show value as percentage of grand total. So now you can see it gives you a percentage of the total. Again, you can right click on any of these values and say sort and do sorting largest to smallest or smallest to the largest. So as you can see in the table, we are paying like 25% of the total salaries to the operations department, and then finance department, purchase department is getting the lesser of salaries, although obviously it has got lesser employees as compared to the operations department, but it is good for the analysis purpose. So some people are more inclined to graphs and pie charts rather than tabular data. So let me quickly show you how you can do that. Let me remove this count column and put total salary here, and again show it as percentage of grand total. So if you now go to the analyze option on the ribbon and click on pivot chart, here you can select various kind of charts. So let me select any of these and click OK. So as you can see, it will show you data in a nice graphical way. Also, you can change the graph type by going to the design and change chart type. Say I like pie charts, and that too in 3D format, and click OK. Then it will automatically convert into 3D format. So let me quickly go back to the column chart and 3D clustered view. So if you now in the view, say you expand it, it will automatically readjust the values here, as you can see. So it has given you more kind of bars now depending on the data. So and again it's like grouped by finance, HR, marketing, and all those sort of things. So it is a nice way to view your data in the graphical format. So as you have seen, the pivot tables really simplify analysis and really make the analysis a lot faster. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done already, please subscribe, share, and like the video. Good luck with your analysis using pivot tables. Please do let me know in the comments if you face any issues. Thank you.